replacement. Yeah. Without any further ado, because you got three guys there wondering who's going to win this thing, why don't you do the honors?
Absolutely. On the 10-year anniversary, and I really don't know who's going to win this, but three great candidates. So let's see. Up. San Antonio Spurs, Keldon Johnson. Congratulations.
Wow.
There you go. The three-time winner of this award, announcing this year's winner.
Congratulations.
I got a question for you. We expect to be joined by Keldon Johnson here in just a second. But Jamal, just because you know the mentality it takes to win that award and to take the floor knowing you're coming off the bench, explain that to everybody.
It's something that's special. And to Chuck's point, I know he loves Ginobili. I was actually starting before I started coming off the bench, and that's who I watched when I made that transition. And it's not that you're frowned upon being a sixth man. It's like you can bring a punch. So I watched Ginobili, watched how important he was, and obviously I never got a championship. Me and Chuck are the same in that regard. But besides that, I was able to see how the game was going, the flow of the game, and I tried to bring a punch to the game. So Keldon brought that all season long, and those other two guys did as well. Happy that they get to celebrate that in San Antonio.
We understand and know you as being a great teammate, a great team player. However, coming off the bench is a sock to your ego. How did you initially take the sock to your ego and turned it into something that now is prolific?
Yeah, for me, I was tired at that time. It was like you could be a good player on bad teams, and I was tired of being looked at like that. So I said, I'll do whatever it takes. As fate would have it, I got traded to Atlanta. And I remember going into that summer, I even pickup runs in Seattle, I would make sure I didn't start until the second or third game, just so I can get used to coming off the bench and seeing what the game flow looked like, and I can make an adjustment. I had never done that. I didn't grow up saying I wanted to be a sixth man, but I got to a point I was like, you know what, I just want to win, and I want to be looked at that way.
After winning so many awards, was there ever a point where you had to have a conversation with the coaches and, okay, you're not six-man material, you're starting material, we want you to start? Did you ever have that conversation with the coach by saying, no, coach, I want to continue to come off the bench?
You know what? When I was in LA, Doc, that's a great question. Doc Rivers, we had some injuries, and he was like, hey, you should start now. I'm like, no, I'm comfortable in my role. Just play me starter minutes. I was able to still, have an impact. And then it went from something that I chose to do to something that outlived me. Going in gyms, coaching kids now, and seeing all the kids like, I want to be a sixth man. Watch Lou and you and Manu and Jason Terry and those guys. So I take great pride in that, because that's just not something we looked at, and said that's what we wanted to do growing up.
Jamal, it's been great having you. Well done on the announcement. Appreciate you, and you're doing a great job on NBC and Peacock.
Way to cut him off like
listen.
Way to cut him off like you always cut me off.
No,
Don't be making faces. You do it all the time.
What are you looking at me for?
Don't explain yourself.
Would we rather hear from you or Keldon Johnson?
We go 1, 2. We don't go 1 back to 0.
When we go to you, we do.
Back to 0.
Let us welcome Keldon Johnson to the proceedings. By the way, he's the winner, and Jaime Jaquez second, Tim Hardaway third, then Naz Reid and A.J. Mitchell. Keldon Johnson, congratulations, man. This is a great honor for you. Coming off the bench in all 82 games this season. In fact, the last 2 years, you haven't had a start. How did you adjust to that after being a starter for so long?
Honestly, it just came down to wanting to be a part of something special here in San Antonio. I knew that, in order for me to really be, the best for the team, that coming out the bench was probably my best possibility. So, at first it was tough. I had to really remove my ego and really put the team first. And, after that, the sky was the limit. I feel like my teammates, my coaches really allowed me to be myself. Really allowed me to bring that energy each and every night. And, so my hat goes off to them to allow me to do that and be in the position that I am today.
As a sixth man coming off the bench for all 82 games, do you have a conversation with the coach each game and saying, I need you to do this, I need you to do that? Or does he trust you enough and just say, hey, go out and do what you do?
Mitch has tremendous trust in me. As the first quarter goes off, as tip-off goes, I just fill the game out and see what's needed of me to go out there and perform. So, for me, it's just analyzing the game. Like you said, I started for a long time, and now it's my time coming out the bench so I can just continue to analyze the game, come out the bench, and go in there and just do my thing.
Where did you grow up?
South Hill, Virginia.
And why? Because I'm wondering why you got all them damn animals in the back.
Taxidermy. That taxidermy.
That don't sound like nothing you do in Virginia.
It's the Texas lifestyle. Big hunter out here, big cowboy. You know, this is me. This is what I love to do, and I'm glad you noticed it, though.
It looks nice, man. Very nice, though.
Yeah, taxidermy.
It's called taxidermy.
No,
Kenny.
taxidermy. That was, as you looked at, read off my paper. That was my next question. It was going to be my question. But you know, also, you know, now the series is tied 1-1. You know, your role actually changed when when Wembanyama went down and he, you know, had the concussion. If Victor plays or not plays, how does your role change and thought process going into Game 3?
I feel like my thought process stays the same. Whatever my team needs me to do, I'll come in there and do that. So if I need to pick up on the scoring, we'll do that. But we just got to see how things go. You know, Vic is a big part of what we have here at San Antonio. He's our guy, offensively and defensively. So you know, if he's not with us, we will make the appropriate adjustments, and we look to get out there on Game 3 and get a win.
I'm just curious, Keldon, who was, as Jamal Crawford made that announcement, who's with you to hear that?
I got my mom, my dad, my best friends, my little sister. I got everybody here with me. It's a little emotional being here.
Yeah, I was going to say.
You know, it's a big accomplishment. It's a lot of hard work that goes into an award like this, and especially, you know, through everything I've been through.
Hey, man, congratulations. I'm glad your family there to share it with you. Go out back and kill some and cook a nice meal.
I got you. I will do.
Keldon Johnson, congratulations.
All right. Thank you,
He's
guys.
got a million cowboy hats and a million pairs of cowboy boots, man. He's got it all.
That's nice, man. Yeah. It's nice that he kind of.
I don't think he goes out in the backyard to kill dinner, though.
Yeah. What's wrong with that?
What do you mean? What's wrong with that? That's why they make Whole Foods.
This is the same suit.
Shout out to the great David Stern.
Actually, your draft suit looks better.
Hey, shout out to the great Men's Warehouse.
That suit looks better.
That's Men's Warehouse for real?
Yeah, that's all I could afford back in the day.
Hey, listen, that one looks cheaper than the one you had.
Oh, this is a real deal here.
I'm close on
this. Got my name written in it, buddy.
Doesn't mean it's expensive.
No, it's nicer. Custom made.
Can we get one more Ginobili?
Ginobili!
I missed that. Used to be a
I love that guy.
Here with this crew. We'll take a break, and then we'll dive into the Magic at Pistons Game 2.
DraftKings has your back with early exit. If the player in your eligible prop bet